The corn is ready! Get to the chopper now! Alright, welcome back to another video. We got a little bit of a issue today. So previous video we had a meter base go out on this power line pole over here, and I guess thanks to the state of New Mexico they never fixed it. So we weren't able to water any of our corn. Well, not any of our corn. We were able to water that field of corn, just not that field of corn. So we kind of got screwed over there, but it is dry enough now where that corn is ready to be chopped. So choppers are gonna come today. They're gonna come and cut it down. As you can tell, we got nothing. They're not coming and putting that thing in there. They gotta come and put a new one in there. We're not allowed to do that. So who knows how long it'll take them. It's been almost 3 weeks now, and still no electricity. So that pivot doesn't have electricity, but we need to move that pivot out of the way so the choppers can cut down the corn. And so we're setting up our generator, hooking up electricity to the pivot just via generator. And we found a couple of issues with it. 2 contactors are out, so we got a little hired hand, or what do you call them?
Which one, the cat?
Not the cat, no, the other one. He's my other younger brother. He's coming from town. He's bringing a couple of contactors.
Oh,
so
hired hand, yeah.
Huh?
Hired hand.
Well, he's not really paid. He's just kind of there. He's not interested in the farm, but he helps. So he's coming to bring us some contactor, or one contactor. My dad went to the barn to grab a different one, because one we had in stock on hand in the barn, and the other one we didn't. So we're getting 2 contactors put on here, and we'll be able to move this pivot out of the way, and we'll chop down some corn. Hopefully they'll come today yet. I'm not sure if they're coming today or tomorrow morning. We'll see. But corn is getting off the field. So tower number 3 has that contactor out right there, and I got the new one right here. So I'm gonna quickly swap that, give my dad a phone call, and tell him to turn it on and see if she works then. Well, I'm done on this end, so whenever you're ready, go ahead and turn it on.
Okay.
Yep. New contactor is on there, so he's fixing one more contactor inside the panel box at the pivot. So once he gets that done, if this pivot runs, hopefully, or I hope it runs, hopefully we can move it out the way. If not, we might have a lot more issues on our hand. Well, she works now. You love to see it. Well, the corn's going down, chopping her up. None of this is our equipment. The local dairy that we sell the corn silage to, they come out and they do it all themselves. My brother's bringing a tractor down here, so I'm gonna be pulling out a few semis if they do end up getting stuck. There was still, the pivot only got around today morning, so it's freshly wet on the ground. There was a puddle that one semi did get stuck on, and the chopper had to pull him out. So I will definitely be watching out by that. There's like a draw, kind of a low spot where it kind of stays pretty wet. So I'll stick around. I don't know how long they're gonna go today, but I'll stick around for a few more hours and make sure no more semis get stuck. It took a hot minute before some more trucks showed up, but got another truck behind me, and this is the low spot I was talking about. I'm waiting here, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna get stuck. If he doesn't go with some momentum through there, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get stuck. I'm almost counting on it. So let's see how good of a truck driver we got ourselves here. Yep, called it. It's a mighty one, but we're getting them unstuck. I don't think many more semis are gonna get stuck. I know there's one more low spot a little bit further on this end of the field. The one that we just barely pulled the one guy out of, I do believe they can get around it now, so I don't think more trucks are gonna get stuck in that low spot. But fingers crossed. Tomorrow, if they're gonna be cutting here all day long, we're gonna be hopefully plowing this field right away. As you can tell, the ground is nice and wet. My tires are getting muddy, so the ground is still nice and wet. I don't really want it to dry out too quickly, so I really want to plow this field as soon as possible and get it done and over with before harvest season rolls around and we start getting busy with that whole number. So hopefully tomorrow we'll end up plowing this field. Well, I guess they're done chopping for today, so I guess we'll get back at it tomorrow. Well, we got some more rain again last night, so I'm gonna pull up to this well here. I'll see how much it rained. The dairy and the chopper guys, they want to know if they can potentially still run today. I think they will, because the pivot just barely got off of the field yesterday right before they got here, so I don't think it's going to change much in the ground moisture because it was very wet yesterday. But regardless, I'm gonna check it out, see how much rain we got. Not bad. Another half an inch. Love it. We love to see it. It's not a whole lot, but we always appreciate it. So by that, they should definitely be able to run today. It should not be no issue at all. Yeah, especially since the pivot ended on that end of the field and there was extremely wet. Had barely watered an inch on that side, and like 4 days prior I had watered an inch on this side, so this side was already a lot drier. Now just getting half an inch, so it's definitely going to be drier on this side than it was on that side yesterday. But it is nice and wet, but they'll be fine. They should be able to go today. So I'm not sure if the choppers are going to come back today or not, but regardless, we're getting the plow ready. We need to replace some plastics on it. A couple of these guys, as you can tell on that one. This one's quite busted. It's very thin. They're pretty much done for. This one already has a big bubble in it too already, so they're all getting pretty bad, so we're going to replace all of them. That way, whenever they're done cutting the field, we're gonna be right behind them, plowing as soon as possible. And we got that other tractor there that I was using to pull out semis. If they don't get stuck, we're gonna go get the other plow with that one. Right away, start plowing with two of them. She's ready to go and ready to plow some land. So the last time I filmed was on Monday, and they chopped a little bit, and that evening we got some rain, and they didn't start chopping again till yesterday, Friday, and they chopped a good bit, and now we got rain again. So it seems like every time they chop some corn, we get a little bit of rain. So if y'all want some rain, y'all got to field of corn. Start chopping just a little bit and y'all get some rain, and then just keep moving forward. This time we got 8/10, almost 8/10. Not bad. Almost another inch, so that's pretty good. I'm always happy with a little bit of rain. But we'll see if the choppers will go today. If they do, I'll have to pull them out. Yesterday they were going, and a few semis were getting stuck, but we were busy. We couldn't actually help pull them out. So today we are free. So if they do end up getting stuck, we'll be there ready to pull them out. I just talked to the chopper guys, and they say that in about an hour then they're gonna start chopping. And with the rain and our sand that we kind of have, they don't think they're gonna get stuck too much. They might be like pressing down the dirt a little bit, but it's not necessarily like muddy because it's not like that clay soil. So they think they should be fine. So we might actually go ahead and we might start plowing and get a head start on that. Other than that, I don't know. We may or may not start plowing. I'm not 100% sure yet. All right, we're gonna head to the field a little bit. We're gonna test to see if it is too wet to start plowing. If it's too wet, we'll have to wait till next week. But we're gonna put this plow on the ground and make a couple of passes and see what we think. Well, we're getting a few of the kinks worked out, but it's not too wet to plow, so it actually looks pretty good. And I just seen a semi that got stuck out there, so we're gonna unhook the plow real quick, and I'll get my chain and go pull out a few trucks. But at least now the plow is set right and it looks pretty good and it's not too wet. So once I guess they're done chopping here and everything, we should be able to finish plowing the entire field. Ah, perfect! Ah, I love it! I found it! Ah, there it is! Remember in one of the previous videos how I said I would find this tire as soon as they were chopping corn? Well, there it is. I found it. Yeah, these truckers never fail to get stuck. I'll tell you that. Granted, it is a little wet out here, but half of them are getting stuck and the other half aren't. So maybe it's just an experienced trucker thing. And just gonna unload that tire right there because I do not feel like carrying that around with me all day. And looks like now they're a little bit short on trucks. Looks like all of them left to go unload their silage, unload their trailers. So we might be sitting here for a while. I don't know if more trucks will get stuck, but I will be here to pull them out if they need me. It's like a non-stop battle with these truckers. You're always pulling someone out. Like, one gets stuck in a puddle and then the next guy doesn't think about the puddle and then just like, I'm gonna drive through it too. The first guy didn't make it, but I'm pretty sure I could make it. And so he drives through the exact same puddle the first one got stuck in, and the second one also gets stuck. Had that happen 1 or 2 times already. It's kind of funny watching it though. It's kind of amusing too though. I guess, I don't know, I guess they're not used to fields and how it's so muddy and you can get stuck very easily on these fields. But I was using a chain and one of the truckers decided to slam on his brakes as I was pulling him out, and he ripped my chain. So the chopper guy was actually nice enough to lend me his rope that he had. He has one of those, his is not one of those, I mean it stretches a little bit, but he doesn't have one of those that stretches real good. But it's still a very nice rope. We have one laying around the farm somewhere. but it's almost a little bit too small, and it has ripped before and we have fixed it, but I just don't know where it is. We probably should go get it though, but we're not gonna be here much longer. It sounds like they're gonna finish it up tomorrow on Sunday, but we will not be around on Sunday to pull them out, so they're gonna have to fend for themselves tomorrow. But after that, they should be done with this field, and then on Monday we'll start to plowing all this corn ground. We don't really want any of the corn stubble here. Our only option is to plow it. We can't really plant anything on there. You could run a stock cutter through it, but it wouldn't really do much. It wouldn't be worth it. So we're just gonna plow it, you know, pack it, land plane it. We're gonna plant some wheat, and then we're gonna take a second crop off of it at the beginning of next year, and then we possibly will plow it again after the wheat to plant peanuts on this half again. We had a little bit of a break of peanuts. We wanted to get a little bit of a rotation going on this field, since this field does have a little bit of a disease sometimes. So too many years in a row, back-to-back peanuts, it can hurt it a little bit. So we wanted to give it a little bit of a break, do a rotation to corn, and then get back into it with peanuts again. Hopefully we'll get some good yields of peanuts next year. Just gave this guy his tow rope back. They're gonna quit here in a few minutes. It's almost 6 o'clock and it's quitting time for them. So I guess I might as well go home too. Pack it up, we're done here. I don't think, actually I don't, I know, not that I don't think, I know I'm not gonna be here tomorrow because it is Sunday. These guys will just have to make do with me not being here if all of a sudden they get stuck. I guess Monday we'll be plowing. So as for this video, as always, I do appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all guys in the next one.